So, this is actually like my first vlog. Oh my god. This is going horribly. Hey, what's up, you guys? Yes, so first assignment, media studies. Can I just say, to even begin anything, the second that I saw that I was allowed to do a vlog style video, I got super excited. I've just always wanted to vlog things, and I never know what kind of content or just in general what's to do. So this is a good moment for the two of us. I get my assignment done, and I also get the experience of vlogging. We're gonna do this like a little YouTube style. I'm gonna spice it up for you. Got my laptop with me, jumping straight into it. Here is assignment number 1. How is media impacting us? Let's start with, where do you see yourself and others in this infographic? I'll put it right here. I was actually like looking at this picture, and I noticed at the bottom one of the things that it says is by 2017. So I'm assuming that this was made before 2017. And it's like 2019 now, so I'm assuming that all of these have like skyrocketed way more. With this infographic, all the big guys, like Facebook, Twitter, Google, YouTube, Netflix. I'm surprised they didn't include Snapchat or Instagram on that, but Snapchat and Instagram would also be something that I'm heavily involved in. It's kind of uncommon to like not have any social medias, you know? All of my friends and I, it's just we've normalized it to the point where like we're sending memes to each other constantly. And I feel like if somebody who didn't use social media came into our friend group, they'd be so out of the loop, because for my friends and I, it's such an important aspect and criteria of our bonding and our sense of humor, and just like it makes you think. Like social media, whether you like to admit it or not, like it consumes us. Like we are that, you know? Does that make sense? Number 2, how much of your media use is dedicated to consumption versus communication? I'd say personally, I use social media a lot for communication. So that's Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter. Those are my top 3, I'd say. Because I just like staying in the loop with everything. I just like to know, you know, like what's going on in the world. Because I don't watch the TV anymore, so I don't watch the news. But I still like to be informed with what's going on in the world, but also what's going on locally. And then on top of that, like I gotta get my daily dose of the Kardashians. I have to. In terms of social media, a lot of it for me is communication, because I like to just be informed with what's going on. But not just that, like it helps me stay in touch with all of my friends. Like I said earlier, a lot of us, we like to send each other memes constantly, or even on Snapchat, just being like, hey, like, look at this dog that's right in front of me, you know? Communication. Number 3, what trends do you see in your class's use of media? Why do you think this is the case? Just the other day, I sent you a text on Google Hangouts, or like I sent you an email, things like that. That itself is already communication through media and stuff. Considering it's an online course, this is, you know, I'm using Google Drive right now to kind of brainstorm the things that I want to talk about like right now. I'm literally using media as we talk. In yearbook class, a few other people and I are in charge of the grad portion of the yearbook. So what I've been doing to keep in contact with everybody else in my grade is Facebook. We have a page that involves everybody in our grade to just keep everybody posted. Just a few days ago, the grad versus hockey game, our student co-president Patty posted on that being like, hey guys, like this is happening. I use the same page to like remind everybody, hey, your grad quotes are due soon, don't forget to submit them. It's just easy, I guess. The years prior to us that had Facebook, they would use Facebook in order to like, you know, communicate with the grade for grad events. I know a lot of people in my grade don't use Facebook anymore. It's mostly Instagram Snapchat. Some people I know still use Twitter. And the occasional person will still use Facebook, but the vast majority of us are, I believe, on Instagram. But for the sake of communication and like the efficiency of the platform, all of us just decided, okay, let's use Facebook for this because it was convenient. On Instagram, you can't create a page, whereas on Facebook you can, so it's just more interactive and easier to get in touch with everybody. Yeah, efficiency, I'd say. If we're talking about trends and why we're using it, efficiency. Number 4, are these results you expected? Why or why not? These are, I'd say. I'm not surprised with these results and, everything that I've discussed today. From my point of view, I'd say this is just because not only are we entering, or we are in actually, the internet era, something like that. So I'm not surprised because media's been around forever. Back in the day, it'd be newspapers, like, what was it, like, extra, extra, I got a newspaper for you, mwah. Yeah, like, media's just kind of always been around. It's just been a way and a form of getting word out and getting news out, and even advertisements for businesses, help wanted, things like that, jobs, all this stuff. Media has always been around. It's just a matter of how we as a society and even with our technology have evolved and are finding new ways to communicate with each other and to get the word out there. I watched a documentary a while ago and it was called The True Cost. In this documentary, they mention the fact that we've become such a fast-paced market. Trends and like whatever's in, it's constantly changing. Because of that, I find it kind of ties in with each other, the fact that, we've become as a society so consumed with social media and technology. I'd say it kind of makes sense because the more we consume products and the more we demand products and all this stuff, and even the fact that we're getting bored of things quicker than we used to, we're always looking for something new. Big brands will take that into account, be like, okay, what do we need to do now? They'll make their new product or they'll make an update or whatever it is to meet your demands, put out advertisements, put out all these things to grab our attention. Us, the consumers, we're grabbing onto it because we're bored with our lives. And then, all of this just kind of ties together. Like, the more we demand things, the more advertisements and the more products that are being put out. And it's just kind of like accumulating into this big giant ball of consumption. I don't know if it's what you were looking for, but I'll be back for the next assignment. Don't you guys worry. And yeah, thanks for watching. I don't know if you can see it, but the perks of an online course is that I don't actually have to wear pants.